In this experiment, we'll perform several chemical reactions. Based on your observations, you'll write chemical equations for the reactions. You'll also classify each reaction as one of the four general types: synthesis, decomposition, single replacement, or double replacement. The chemical formulas for the elements and compounds we'll be working with are listed in Table 1. For the first reaction, we'll be reacting magnesium with 0.1 molar hydrochloric acid. Transfer a few milliliters of 0.1 molar hydrochloric acid into the test tube.
Now add a piece of magnesium to the tube. Observe the reaction mixture for evidence of a chemical reaction. Now we'll react 0.1 molar copper sulfate with 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide. Record your descriptions of copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide. Add sodium hydroxide to that test tube. Thoroughly mix the solutions.
In this reaction, we'll be reacting copper sulfate pentahydrate with heat and water. Transfer a small amount of copper sulfate pentahydrate into a test tube. Record your description of the copper sulfate pentahydrate. Strongly heat the bottom of the test tube in a Bunsen burner until you see a change in the appearance of the solid. Remove the test tube from the flame. Carefully observe both the solid and the test tube wall near the open end of the test tube. Allow the tube to cool. Record your descriptions of the test tube and of the solid remaining in the test tube.
Add distilled water to the solid remaining in the test tube. Record your description of the solid after the addition of water.
Now we'll react magnesium with heat. Record your description of the magnesium. Then, using a pair of tongs, hold the magnesium over a non-luminous flame. Record your observations during and after the reaction. Now we'll react 0.1 molar copper sulfate with steel wool. Record your description of steel wool and 0.1 molar copper sulfate. Obtain a small amount of steel wool and add it into a test tube. Stir the mixture for 2 to 3 minutes.
Heating ammonium carbonate. Record your description of ammonium carbonate. Place a test tube over a non-luminous flame. Place a piece of red litmus paper over the test tube. Record your observations.